this back?
I don't know if I'm going to like this forecast. I see whiteness over your shoulder back there on the magical maps.
The magical maps, I like that. Yeah, we're waving our weather wands back in the center today because I know you love snow so much, and I wanted to make sure that we brought you some. None of these systems looks major.
Okay.
That's the key to remember here. But
no
it's
shoveling.
a really active pattern here for the next couple of days, and even as early as tomorrow late morning, we'll start to see some flakes flying out there. So we got a lot to get to here. And we'll start things off, however, with the here and now. Even early this morning, we had a little bit of wet weather rolling through the southernmost counties. That has pretty much moved on out, but we'll start it off with a shot that's a lot further to the north here. And if you look closely, you can see that it's a lot brighter here. This is outside Hotel Bethlehem in Northampton County, overlooking in the distance South Mountain. It is really just a very quiet beginning to the afternoon up this way. And the rest of the day, in fact, promises to be pretty quiet across most of the region here. But let's shift gears and take a look at one of our live neighborhood network shots where way off to the south, this is down in Sussex County. Actually, if I step to this side, you'll probably see it a little bit more readily. It still looks a little damp. We had some rain that rolled through early this morning from an area of low pressure that was riding in along a stalled front that's off to our southeast. So it's still very cloudy in most of the area. Even right now, there's some hint of wet weather. Most of this is not actually verifying at the ground level. Sometimes the radar can pick up on things that aren't actually there. And in this case, that's what's happening. But there is, in fact, a little bit of very, very light precipitation still falling just off the Delaware Bay area here in Cape May County. When we zoom things out a little bit more, you're going to see that we're kind of sandwiched in here. There's a system to our west, the one that we just talked about, and it's putting us in this squeeze play of sorts. Now, this is still going to be rotating nearby. Even as early as late tonight, we could start to see a bit of a wintry mix get thrown back on shore because of that. Philly stays dry, but this disturbance gets in here tomorrow. That's what ends up bringing our next shot for some snowfall in the city and every other location. So let's get a little bit deeper into this. What are we talking about? Late tonight, that Monday PM refers specifically to the shore. You're not going to have any snow in Philly, in the Lehigh Valley, in the northwestmost suburbs or the Poconos until Tuesday. It's a little convoluted here, but regardless, it's a very minor system anyway. We're not talking about a lot out of this. Bulk of it will fall between late morning and the mid-afternoon toward early evening. Then it's making its exit out to sea, and we're done with it. So the PM rush is probably going to be impacted, but not in a major way. This isn't a major plow operation. This certainly isn't a major shoveling operation, but it does come with semi-bad timing here. So lunch rush and then evening commute doesn't look great. Let's talk about Minnesota, though. If you're heading on out there, lucky you. Make sure you pack really warm clothing, though, because it looks freezing. So here comes Friday. We'll have had a cold front cross through at that point. The chill is reinforced in Minnesota and certainly here, too. Then comes another round. So Saturday will likely bring in some very light snow showers to Minnesota, and behind it, a big old drop on the thermometer. So come Super Bowl Sunday, there could be negative territory on the thermometer in the morning. And then even by kickoff, you're at best around 0 degrees outside that dome. Really, really cold couple of days coming up here for the Twin Cities. Back here at home, we're really not off to too bad of a start here for the afternoon. We've hovered in this range all morning long. Mid-40s is where we currently stand, pretty much region-wide, even despite that northeast breeze. We're not going to budge all that much. At best, we get up to about 46 this afternoon. So it's technically a smidge above average, but there's just not a lot of rebound that takes place here today. And even though we do have some sun in some places, it's certainly not very we don't have a lot of it. Let's put it that way. So it's still cloudy into tonight as well. No snow in the city yet. Again, that's going to hold off until late morning tomorrow. So we should get through the morning drive without any major problems. But with those snow showers moving in, just expect some minor delays into the second half of the day. Cold Wednesday, but sunny Thursday night and then into Friday, which is also Groundhog Day and Wing Bull Day. We may have some snow showers that morning. So hopefully Phil is not going to see his shadow, because that would give us an early spring. We'll see. Guys, back to you.
It was music's big